Comes highly recommended. Oh, Anderson. Anderson? Was that Maria Anderson? So maybe that's Anderson's. Maria was Anderson's. Oh, maybe Maria was taking the serum as well. So Maria Anderson could also be the same Anderson that he was talking about. If I even remember that was Maria Anderson. It's too easy for me to ignore the passage of time now, but I've just realized how old Daniel is getting. It will be time for him to retire in a few days, and it's past time to start grooming his replacement. Oh, maybe Daniel is Daniel Anderson? This is always such a difficult process that I tend to put it off, especially as mother. It can be so difficult with anyone new. If Edward proves reliable, I can start easing him into the family secrets. Tricky but necessary. So far so good. Mother has taken to him, which is an essential first step. I do like Edward. April 15th, 2075. I have had Robco out again. It seems like a small thing, but this login screen glitch has been driving me crazy. I assumed that it would be fixed with the upgraded terminals, so you can be sure I was careful to type my name in correctly this time, but no, when it booted up the next time, there it was again. This time, they completely wiped the entire system and reinstalled from their master holotapes. Unbelievably, the typo was still there. They've promised to have some of their sharpest engineers look into the problem, but I'm not sure they were being completely serious. If I don't hear from them within a couple of weeks, I'll make a few calls. Is there any point to the fact that he wasn't able to change his login name, other than it just being, entertaining and a little humorous? I'm not sure if there's supposed to be more to it than that, because he seems to be taking an awful lot of time talking about it in his journal. October 28th, 2076. Apparently the political situation has become very dangerous. I don't pay much attention to current events, but Imogene's latest beau is a high muckety-muck in some government agency and has been telling her alarming stories about how close things have gotten to a full-scale nuclear war. I wonder if we are following in the footsteps of the ancients who created the artifact. If so, who might our successors be thousands of years from now? Will a cockroach civilization eventually rise to wonder at the artifacts we left behind? Oh, dear maker, I hope not. Those cockroach, oh my gosh. Oh, they're certainly getting bigger and a little bit more intelligent, that's for sure. We might have to see that in a future Fallout. In the future Fallout game, your vault dwellers are cockroaches. You are controlling a giant cockroach in a world full of cockroaches after all of the humans have died out. There we go. December 1st, 2077, the bomb's falling. Or after the bombs have fallen. It really happened. I don't think I've quite come to terms with what it means for the long run. It's been one crisis after another. We certainly aren't out of the woods yet, but the simple fact that I can write this again means we are better off than most people. I don't have time to write down everything that's happened. Fortunately, Boston was spared a direct hit. My first concern was Parsons, of course. We had to maintain power at all costs. We've always had backup generators, more than usual even for a medical facility, but these were intended for short-term outages, not as a permanent power supply. Then there was the question of security. Edward proved himself amazingly resourceful. He already had plans in place for just such an emergency. Thank God he paid more attention to the news than I did. Still, there's no real planning for the end of civilization. He and I have been at Parsons for almost a month, trying to keep things from completely falling apart. Edward has been out more than he should. I'm afraid he's taken a heavy dose of radiation, but there was really no choice. I'll do what I can for him. I don't know how I could replace him now. Imogene has stepped up amazingly. I had no idea she had it in her. The man we left in charge here proved unreliable, apparently cracked under the pressure. I remember Imogene talking about that in her journal, and tried to evict Imogene and Mother at gunpoint. He didn't reckon on Imogene, and neither did I. She took charge and somehow kept things secure here in spite of everything. I'll have to see what Edward can do about a more permanent solution for power and security for Cabot House. But for the moment, things look much better than they might. I expect even our resources will be tested to the limit over the coming years. But in some ways, I'm glad of the challenge. One thing's for sure, the end of the world isn't boring. Well, tell that to Imogene several years later. So nice of all these people, not just Jack, but so many people in this game. So nice of them to not delete any of their files in the last 200 and something years, or reformat their hard drive or whatever. June 20th, 2080. I think I can finally say that things are looking up. Edward has recruited a more or less reliable security force to protect Parsons. The power situation is stabilized. Edwards assures me we now have spare parts stockpiled to last at least 50 years. Moving between here and Parsons is still the biggest problem. There's no sign of any return of law and order, just the opposite, in fact. But Edward has proven skilled at dealing with various groups of thugs that have sprung up. Speaking of Edward, his radiation sickness has developed in a most fortunate way. For a time, I thought he was surely going to die, but then his condition stabilized. He now seems actually immune to further radiation. Apparently, this is not unknown in other survivors, although Edward tells me that a strong prejudice has developed against these people. Hard to understand, as they seem uniquely qualified to survive in this new world. That's a very good point. You make a very good point, Jack. One benefit of the end of civilization that I hadn't anticipated. There's no need now for us to have to die periodically. I can go back to being Jack Cabot again. Ah, there we go. That explains it. He can go back to being Jack for the foreseeable future. No more neighbors to poke their noses into our business. That does make a lot of sense. The Cabot story is, for the most part, I think very well thought out, especially when writing these journals. They did a pretty good job, the writers did, with this particular quest. I've lately immersed myself in Lorenzo's work like never before. I wish now I had more effort, when it was still possible, to try to locate the site of so-called Ubar. After my initial failed attempt to find this site, I dismissed it as both hopeless and useless. Better to focus my energy on the immediate problems, but now after going over Lorenzo's papers more thoroughly, I believe there are enough clues to the general location and a large-scale search using aircraft might have been feasible. Something that wasn't possible in my first attempt, of course. Maybe I could have found some other artifacts that I could have studied more directly, even if they were for completely different purposes. It would be invaluable in understanding how the ancient technology functioned. I've also come to realize how brilliant Lorenzo actually was. I was far too quick to dismiss his theories. Ah, the arrogance of youth. I'm now convinced that his essential premise is correct. The artifact he found was not made by humans. All the evidence is there. But Lorenzo is the only one who put it all together and actually understood what it meant. A staggering thing to think of. If only he had been capable of dealing with fools a bit more diplomatically, he might have gained more general acceptance of his theories and not been driven to such secrecy in his final expeditions. It's a very interesting read. Thank you, girls. Thank you, ladies.
I thought a reporter could consider themselves a success until someone threatened their life. Me? I'm very successful.
Yes, yes you are.
This doesn't feel like a trap at all.
Oh, it's fine. The Cabots they're not such bad people.
Please, let me see and scan as many indigenous life forms as possible.
You had your chance earlier. Lorenzo Cabot's journal. This is the other thing I was trying to find. Thursday, February 8th, 1894, off Cape Cod aboard the SS Wakeful. I'm finally away. Emma Jean and Wilhelmina came to see me off, Emma Jean begging me not to go, as usual. Poor girl. She'd take these partings hard. Jack wasn't there, of course. He thinks I'm making a laughing stock of the whole family. With these expeditions, has no time for what he calls ancient superstitions. No matter. This time I'll return with proof that even Jack will not be able to deny. Saturday, February 10th, 1894, in the Atlantic aboard the SS Wakeful. The weather is fine and the captain promises a quick crossing to Lisbon. The red tape involved in organizing this expedition tried my patience almost to the breaking point, but I'm sure it was better to obtain the necessary permits from the Omani authorities through the State Department. I can only hope that my sheaf of documents and ready cash will be enough to placate the local government when I arrive. Wednesday, February 21st, 1894, in the Western Mediterranean aboard the SS Wakeful. So far, so good. Uneventful crossing. Metternich was waiting for us in Lisbon and with the welcome news that he had perfected his electrical sensing apparatus, which is now safely on board in its crates. If it works as well as he claims, this may save us weeks or even months of excavation work. Monday, March 5th, 1894, Suez, Egypt. Still waiting to finish hiring our team from diggers. I am beside myself with impatience to be on my way. We are so close now, but I know from long experience that we will have better luck with an inexperienced Egyptian team than relying on the locals. Wednesday, March 4th, 1894, Oman, Salah, Oman. At last, we docked yesterday and have been unloading at a feverish pace, and any more delays and we will be in danger of having to postpone until the summer heat has passed. Friday, March 16th, 1894, near Wadi Aidman, Oman. We are on our way. Nothing more stands in my way but the impenetrable desert and the secret of the ages. Ha! I welcome those challenges. They seem like child's play after the endless delays and paper-shuffling bureaucrats I've had to overcome to get here. Thursday, March 29, 1894. Empty Quarter, Arabia. We have reached the spot without incident. Some superstitious grumbling from our local guide, which I take to be a good sign. Tomorrow we see if Metternich's apparatus works. If not, we begin digging in the traditional way. Saturday, March 30th, 1894. Empty Quarter, Arabia. Metternich's apparatus has been balky. Sand in its delicate workings, no doubt. But he has attained a favorable reading in a depression to the south. Heat during the day is tremendous. We'll set to work tomorrow and see what we see. Monday, April 2nd, 1894, Empty Quarter, Arabia. Nothing yet at the southern depression. Metternich swears that it wasn't a false reading. 2 more days and we'll have to begin a search grid across the whole site, as disappointing as that will be. Tuesday, April 3rd, 1894, Empty Quarter, Arabia. Success! Late this afternoon, the diggers struck worked stone, apparently the edge of a large circular structure. Oh, a spaceship maybe? More trouble from the guide, the wisdom of not hiring the diggers locally now even more apparent as they pay little attention to him. Friday, April 6, 1894, Ubar, Empty Quarter, Arabia. I'm now convinced we have found Ubar itself. We've uncovered several fragmentary inscriptions with runes that match the ancient texts. We've made excellent progress clearing part of what appears to be a monumental plaza. Wow. Wednesday, April 18th, 1894, Ubar, Empty Quarter, Arabia. All work has stopped. Sandstorm, one of the worst I've ever experienced. We are huddled in our tents in the lee of one of the large outcroppings and must hope to ride it out. The darkness is complete, although it is mid-morning. Friday, April 20th, 1894, Ubar, Empty Quarter, Arabia. Sandstorm continues for a 3rd day, like nothing anyone has ever seen. The guide is becoming very troublesome. Maybe, I'm wondering if this weather is due to something from the artifact or even from the plaza they were digging up. Like they put up some sort of technology to help protect their hidden treasure or hidden artifact, maybe. Some of the diggers are beginning to listen to his wild tales of ancient curses and forbidden secrets. Even the normally phlegmatic Metternich is beginning to show signs of cracking under the strain. Saturday, April 21st, 1894, Ubar, Empty Quarter, Arabia. The sandstorm is over, but 2 weeks of work has been undone. The area we had cleared is now buried under several feet of new sand. I don't think that was a coincidence. The guide disappeared in the night. I won't miss him, but the diggers are even more unsettled. Wow. Huh. Thursday, May 3rd, 1894, Ubar, Empty Quarter, Arabia. We've located what must be the foundations of the Great Temple. So far, nothing but stone and rubble, but something must have survived. Weather getting worse by the day. Metternich talking again of resuming work in the winter, but I won't hear of it. Not when we're this close. Sunday, May 13th, 1894, Ubar, Empty Quarter, Arabia. I must record everything while it's fresh in my mind, although it's hard to concentrate with the crown right here in front of me. It's almost unbelievable even to me that I hold in my hands an artifact so clearly not made by any human civilization. But let me set down how it happened as clearly as I can. We had worked for at least a week to clear the shaft beneath the great temple. Even the diggers had caught the excitement. Then we hit solid stone. A cyclopean block, a series of blocks as it turned out, obstructing the tunnel, clearly deliberately sealed by the builders. We almost despaired of getting through. 3 days of laborious pickwork. I wouldn't risk explosives here of all places. Then, breakthrough into darkness. I was first in. The dust of ages covered everything, clearly a burial crypt. Sarcophagus at one end of the chamber. We lifted the lid and inside, even I fell to my knees in shock. The diggers that were helping us fled. Did he, find the corpse of an alien? Is that what they found in the sarcophagus? Metternich, white-faced. I feared he was having a heart attack. Luckily, no. We'll make a full catalog of the tomb in the morning. I ordered it sealed up overnight. Not that I really believe any of the diggers would dare to enter it again, but it's better safe than sorry. I'm pretty sure that's what he found, is the remains of an alien race. I removed only the crown. And yes, because the crown was on the alien. I removed only the crown, reverently, without disturbing the body or any of the other artifacts. And so, vindication. The crown waits, gleaming as if new made, although I know it is older than any human artifact ever uncovered. Later. I now know that the city's name was not Ubar, and that this building was not a temple, and what was beneath it was not a crypt. It was a spaceship, wasn't it? I have so much to learn and so much to teach Wilhelmina and Jack and Imogene. When we return, we will return together. It was that whole place was a spaceship. It was a UFO, a really large UFO. Monday, May 14th. Metternich was extremely surprised. See, I love how, if you notice, the journal, they don't spell it out for you. They don't baby you about it. They don't hold your hand and explicitly tell you. They give you just enough so you can deduce what happened, and you can fill in the blanks yourself. I like how the writers made it a point to allow the player to actually think deductively through these kinds of things. Same thing as, those makeshift tombs. My other favorite part when this happened was the makeshift tombs in the vault 81? The vault where you meet Curie, just before you met Curie. Anyway, Metternich was extremely surprised to see me wearing the crown this morning and tried to argue with me when I ordered the men to bury everything we've uncovered. It doesn't matter now. The sandstorms will erase all evidence that we were ever here long before anyone can stumble across this site again. And the city's location is now safe with me, until I can return and uncover more of her secrets, when I am ready. Oh, wow. That's interesting. So that's how it started.
Is picking a fight. Am I right?
Very interesting stuff.
Anything I can do? You just say the word.
All right, ladies.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you too, Jack.
I have
glad that-
so much data on the world before the atom bombs. I fear I may have to delete some of it to store my
What I
new
wouldn't give
observations.
for a good stiff drink.
I don't think you should delete it, Curie, because clearly these people have not been deleting anything over the last several centuries. I think that's the thing around here. You should probably keep all your data. Very interesting stuff, guys. Thank you for everyone who told me to come back here to look all that stuff up, because I thought that was very juicy lore.
All we gotta do is offer.
It is hard to determine whether the surface is more or less susceptible to outbreaks, but the preparation plan is
this
never
place.
a bad idea.
Okay, folks, so now we have Chef X688 and Bathrobe Deacon. Yeah, I bet you guys never saw those two working together. And apparently we've got some mutant suiciders coming to get us, which we're going to have to make quick work of before they get to us.
Did you hear something?
Guys, yeah, I hear nukes coming for us. Oh, there's another nuke coming for us. Guys, priority, guys. Oh, there goes X688. Take out the legs, There we go. Oh, jeez. Ballistic weave, don't fail me now.
Don't look, but I think we live to fight another day.
Yes, that's right. Poor X688 took the brunt of that nuke, that mini nuke. It's okay, he can walk it off. Right. Ribeye steak, soft shell mire, dark meat.
Day. Right now.
Probably didn't even take that one.
I should.
Scorpion nuclear material. As long as they don't have mini nukes, it doesn't matter to me whether we take them out or not. Mini nuke and a tibia. What did you say? Mr. Butcherman?
Didn't even break a sweat.
Okay. Alright, you two. So I wanted to take these two to another location that was highly recommended of me to go. It's at the opposite end of the Hilton Valley. It's this strange looking parking garage. What the heck? There's like, yeah, with the arrows and everything. I see roaches, so I probably should take my searing shish kebab. Don't need to use my ammo on it. What is this place? What the heck? The arrows are telling me to go this
Good
way.
place to stage an ambush.
So what? Oh my god. Barov's best moonshine? What the heck? Should I not be going against what the arrows are saying? Oh jeez, that's right. I knew you guys were there. I don't know why I let it scare me. Arr.
You're really good at it.
That's right. Alright. Cap stash. Radway, Radex. There we go. I've got my flashlight on. Question mark? Question. What is this place? Question. Careful, dog meat. I don't know about this place. I don't know about these Oh! What the heck? What the heck is this place? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my. What happens if I hit the middle button? What happens if I hit this button? Oh my. Do I want to go in there is the question. I don't know about this. Dog meat, you're coming with me, right? Oh my gosh, what's happening?
I like it.
Says you. What was that? Something just went on fire. What happened? Something's flaming and it's not me.
Looks solid.
Uh-huh. Question. Dead end. I don't like that. I don't like this place. I don't like this place. Why did you tell me to come here? Oh, I know exactly why they told me to come here. If I go in here instead... Oh, that's the radiation area. Yeah. That's why. That's what happens if I run in? This is a place where I feel like I should be saving a lot.
Yeah, it means we should get the hell out of here.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the area that we're not supposed to be going to, which is fine. I have some Radaway. Oh my gosh, this place. Why? Why? So I have to go this way. Come in, man. I'm glad I have 3 friends to come with me who will help protect me from whatever horrors this maze. Stop. One way. Oh my gosh. What the heck? This is like some jigsaw thing. What the? Oh my gosh. Look at those traps. I have to get through that. Might be trapped.
Insert something.
Oh my. Hey, it's a Christmas thing. They left me a Christmas tree? Why? It's
Yeah,
not
but-
even. It's not even the 25th. Yeah, it's April 13th.
That matters, right?
I do know, by the way, guys, that in game on Christmas and Halloween, Diamond City does get decorated. So, how nice! This false sense of security, giving us a Christmas gift when it's not Christmas. How nice! Oh my! You know what? I don't even want to. I don't even. Die. Die and die and die. This is so creepy. I don't like this place at all. This place is full of nope. Nope, 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 nope. Disarm. 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 We're gonna do this smart. This place is insane. Gosh. I don't see any other traps. Grenade. My heart is pumping very loudly. Okay, so far so good. Now what other horrors are there? Wait, did I already go through here? Deacon, hold me. Okay. So far, so good. Just wanted to make sure I see. That's a trap, right? That's a trap. I know a trap when I see one. Dead end. Oh boy. What's the deal with this car? Oh! Trap. Yeah. Didn't fall for that one. So far we're doing okay. Famous last words. Glad we took the less beaten cat. Ooh, orange car! Alright. I'm glad it's daylight. This would be so much scarier at night. I probably am meant to go through here at night. What exactly do I get rewarded? I probably say that with the air quotes. Rewarded at the end of this thing. Something's burning. What the? Didn't we just come back from here? Oh, that's where we came from. Is that all there is to this place? Something... Ah, okay. It took me a while to figure out to go this way.